Hey guys, welcome back to the Health Life Spirituality Podcast, a show all about well being and your spiritual self. I'm your host, Liam Gunderson. So, in today's episode, we are going to be talking about how important it is to get outside and get into nature. I think a lot of times, most of us, we kind of neglect how important it is to be outside, to be in with the trees, with all the creatures. Instead, we choose to stay confined in our bedrooms or a mall or shopping or wherever you might be. We don't really appreciate the beauty of nature. We don't understand how much it can offer to us. Because nature is a great way to get to know yourself better. It's a great place for reflection and observation, and there's really a lot you can learn from it. In addition to that, it allows you to really ground yourself. Whereas with other activities, you probably won't be very grounded. You'll instead be disembodied, disconnected from the real world. Nature is real. There's nothing extra about it, there's nothing unnatural. It's simply pure. It's exactly what this world is. When you're constantly on your phone, on social media, watching TV, you get very disconnected from reality. You start to believe that reality is certain things that it really isn't at all. You get feelings of jealousy, of disappointment, anxiety, and all this could be solved by getting your butt outside. Honestly, you you need to become more connected with nature. This is actually something I kind of realized fairly recently because I didn't like how disconnected I felt. My head felt like it was floating in the air because I became so far away from my body. My head was filled with brain fog and it was just kind of miserable. But once I started to get outside, once I started to really pay attention to nature, it kind of started to dissipate. And it is still there, it is, but it's a lot lesser than it once was. And you don't even have to go outside for 7 hours every day. I don't do that. I mean, maybe it would be nice, but I don't really have a desire to do that. Going for walks every once in a while, that's more than enough. I think you should get outside every day. Um, just go for a 30-minute walk. I'm sure you can find time to do that. Another suggestion is you could go walk your dog. I mean, that's a great way to get some outdoor exposure and also will keep your dog happy. It's one of my favorite things to do. So, I'm going to talk about next. What I'm going to talk about next is the best way to ground yourself outside. And it's through something called walking meditation. Now, all that means is that you really pay attention to everything around you. It means that you're paying attention to the way the ground feels underneath your feet, the way your body feels as you take steps forward. It means paying attention to your arms swinging by your sides and your or skin touching the breeze. It really means becoming focused on your surroundings rather than what's going on in your head, your body. It's about connecting with this thing that's larger than you, so much bigger than you. It's eternal, you know. Nature's always been here and always will. Um, and connecting with that is an awesome way to not only discover more about yourself, but to become more aware instead of thinking that everything's about you. Because really, you're just this insignificant little speck on the face of nature. You know, you're nothing compared to it. And once you can connect with that and realize it, you realize that you are actually part of it. You're part of this great being. And it's a really powerful realization. So, what I want you to do now, go outside, go for a walk, practice some walking meditation. Thank you guys so much for listening, and make sure to tune in next time for more content. And if you would like to hear more about this, you can go check out my blog at healthlifespirituality.com, uh, where I post lots of articles about lifestyle, spirituality, health, and sometimes other topics as well. So I will see you next time. Peace.